Welcome to the Community Difference, Wylie. Brought to you in part by Master Networks Wylie and powered by The Difference Media, LLC. Today's show is hosted by Caitlyn Fuessel with Elite Diamond Cleaning, Linh Heverly, Realtor with Coldwell Banker Apex, Rynae Calder with Sun Ray Bookkeeping, and Marissa Page with Page Restoration. The Community Difference Wylie was created to serve as a platform for local leaders and business professionals to showcase their expertise, values, and commitment to their community. Overall, the podcast aims to create a stronger sense of community in North Texas by highlighting the often overlooked or unnoticed good work being done by local leaders, businesses, and professionals. So sit back and relax as our host, co-host, and their guests share inspirational stories, experiences, thoughts, and insights about being a professional, along with the opportunities for our businesses to serve our communities in very special ways. Because the Community Difference Wylie starts now.
Hey everybody, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Community Difference Wylie Show. I'm super glad that you're here with us. My name is Caitlyn Fuessel. I'm the owner of Elite Diamond Cleaning. We do residential and commercial cleaning all around the DFW area. So if you ever need anything, then we'd love to serve you. But I'm super glad that you're here this morning. We've got amazing co-hosts and guests that I've gotten the opportunity to chat with a little bit before the show. And I'm super excited for this dynamic show this morning and just getting to network with people that I've never met before. And so I want to go ahead and have the co-hosts jump on, and they're going to introduce themselves, tell them a little bit about themselves. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
How are y'all doing?
We are good.
Great. Good.
It's February 1st. It's a new month.
Yep. Yes, it is. I think you put on Facebook, you're like, was it you? Like January was a really long month.
It was a trial.
Yeah, it was a trial month. We're just going to start in February.
I can't believe it's February already.
I can't either. So, well, we're super glad that you're here this morning. So, Lynn, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, and we'll just go around.
Okay, my name is Linh Heverly. I'm a realtor with Coldwell Banker Apex. I've been with Coldwell Banker for 12 years, and I do residential real estate all around Wylie and surrounding areas. And I would love to help anybody looking for a new home, any type of home, listing, selling, buying. I'm your girl.
Perfect.
Great.
Rynae?
Rynae next. Yes, I'm Rynae Calder with Sun Ray Bookkeeping Services, and I work with business owners all throughout the Wylie area, but also the DFW area. And I'm so excited to be here today. And we were just saying February is here, and that means people are starting to think about, tax returns right around the corner. So that has made my business super busy. But anyway, anybody needing help with that, feel free to give me a call. Love to help get everything put together for you, and ready for that tax season.
Love it.
Yes. So my name is Marissa Page, and I apologize. I have terrible allergies today. I own Page Restoration here in Wylie. We specialize in water damage, mold remediation, fire, biohazard, all that good stuff. But our bread and butter really is water and mold. You can't have mold without water. And so if you have a little leak that you think is super little, no big deal, a couple of towels is going to clean it up. Most likely not the case. Sometimes it is the case, but we like to give everybody peace of mind. Like, hey, look, this is going to be fine. No need to hire us. Or, hey, look, this is much worse than it actually is. So we've been serving this community for a little over 13 years, but we have been in business ourselves as a family-owned business for about 2.5 years now. So we love what we do. We take education and our customer service very, very seriously, and we look forward to taking care of everybody.
Awesome.
Yes, all three of these ladies are really amazing. I know all of them personally. Rynae, I've known for a very, very long time. And I do want to welcome her. This is her first Wylie show. She was co-hosting on the Rockwall side. So we're glad that you came back over.
Yes,
welcome back.
Welcome back. You're
I'm
with
actually on both.
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool.
Yep.
So, well, she's double dipping. So
I didn't want to, the Rockwall show to be watching and think I just left them. So
there you go. Well, and Marissa and Lynn are really amazing. I've gotten to know them through Master Networks and just build relationship through networking. It's really, sometimes business can be lonely, and it takes getting to know people and in your sphere. So when something happens that you can call and you know who to call, and to take care of your clients or things like that. And so I've really myself personally got to build a network with these three ladies, and they're really amazing. So they've also found three amazing guests this morning, and so we are going to bring them on and let them do a slight intro. So we'll go in that same order. Introduce your guests. Hello, everybody.
hey.
Hello. Super glad that y'all are here this morning. Go ahead, introduce yourself, and Lynn, we'll go that way. Introduce your guest and talk a little bit.
Well, I have someone famous. She's on TV. Her name is Nikki. Oh, so sorry. Stop, T-Rex. Sorry. So her name is Nikki Watson. She is the owner of the Design Quad. I am so sorry. And she is on A&E, Robbie's House Flipping right now, and also HGTV star.
Nice.
Hi, everybody. How are you?
Good.
Hey.
So glad you're here.
Good. Well, I'm glad to be here. Do I just introduce myself?
Introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about.
Well, like she said, I am Nikki Watson. I'm the owner of a home staging company here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. It is the largest home staging company in the nation. We have about 300 houses staged right now, which is ridiculous just to think about. We are kind of high volume. We do about 5 to 6 vacant properties a day. Bringing in furniture and setting up like a model, making people fall in love with the house. So that's what we do. We also do flooring, a little bit of remodeling, and new construction. So we kind of do everything in the design world. We really help investors figure out, how to save some money without skimping on style. So that's pretty much our niche. Like, that's what we do. We want to make them save some money and don't make, crazy mistakes. Don't put gray, like everybody grays out. We just try to make them look a little bit better in front of their buyers and the other investors, because they have to stand out. Like, you just can't sell anything out there. So that's what we are. And we're on a couple of shows, like she talked about, which is very exciting and just unbelievable.
That's amazing. So we do have a celebrity with us. That's really cool. I mean, a business of that size, that many homes currently staged, that's really, really incredible. And so I have plenty of questions myself, but I'll let Rynae introduce her guest, and we'll come back to you in a little bit.
I have been so excited about having this guest on. This is Michael Bruce with Aspen Tree Service, and I have known him for a couple years now. We actually met through a mutual friend who is his business partner as well. So it was just a great great relationship right up at the very beginning. So turn it over to him and let him explain a little bit about his business.
Yeah. Thank you, Rynae. It's been a pleasure working with Rynae. Like she said, we've known each other for a couple of years. I'm an arborist estimator with Aspen Tree Service, and I head up the plant healthcare division. And we actually did meet through a mutual friend, my business partner, AJ. They were in networking for a while together, and she had reached out, and AJ was like, hey, you got to get connected with this lady. So she's definitely been a blessing of a person to know. But yeah, arborist estimator, been with Aspen for about 6 years, witnessed the company 12x since that time. So it's been really exciting. And that's happened from a lot of people like those who are on the show. So I'm just really grateful to be here. Thanks, Rynae.
Absolutely. We're super glad to have you, Mike, and all of your humor. So I hope that everyone watching gets a little bit of that and throughout the show, because Mike is super funny and very dynamic. So
I was waiting for it. I was waiting.
We'll save that for later.
But I did tell him we would not call him by his
okay.
name.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be our
Aw.
little secret.
My stage
Yeah.
name.
Yeah. If you want to know that, just
Unless
come
you
to
want to
Master
bring it
Court.
up. You want to bring it up.
If
and
somebody
do
else
And
wants to bring it up,
I've already
that's
got
fine.
it set up in all the lowest third graphics. I was just going to,
Oh my goodness. We haven't
That's
seen a demonstration on it, so.
That's funny. Okay. We'll save that for later. That's a little sneak. So if you're watching, thank you for watching. We're super glad that you're here. Stay tuned because then you'll get to know what Mike's magic name is. You'll get to know a little bit more about what's going on. And so, yeah, stay tuned. And so, Marissa, why don't you go ahead and introduce your guest today?
Yes. So I met Robert at Master Networks a couple of years ago. I
2.5
want to
years ago.
Yeah, I want to say he was like 19 or 20, super young, because I remember when he came in, I was like, man, this kid is young and he's just got it. He stood up in front of everybody and was like, I am the founder of Get Her Done Remodeling. This is what I do. And I was like, dang, so met him there, saw him a few times, and he's a part of the Wylie chamber. So we've really gotten to know each other. I can't speak, over the last 6 to 8 months. In business. And so it's been great. Robert is a great part of the community. So I'm really excited to have you on the show. So hand it over to you.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I appreciate the invite, being on the show here. I was 19 when you first met me at the Master Network. So, but yeah, no, I'm the founder of Get Her Done Home Remodeling, and we've been in business now right about, I think, Marissa, you and I started just about the same time, I think. So
Yeah.
2.5 years we've been in business now. And man, it's grown tremendously through the time. And I mean, watching your growth especially has been really fascinating as well. I mean, just seeing what you and Jake have been doing is just incredible. So, but we focus primarily on interior remodeling work. So anything from bathrooms, kitchens, flooring, painting, anything like that. That's kind of what our specialty is. Working more with, we use really high quality materials, subcontractors, and really just focus on the experience that we're giving our clients. So we're not just slapping stuff up there and walking out and giving you a taillight warranty. We've had people to where it's like, hey, can you come? Something kind of got a little out of whack. Could you come back? And this is like a year later. And yeah, we're coming back. We're going to, uphold our word on that. And we're going to focus on, communicating with the client, giving them updates on what's going on, and just making sure that we're trying to give everybody a 5-star review worthy experience. And so part of our growth has been a large part due to interacting with the Wylie community. So I joined the chamber immediately. So we've been a part of them for a while. We sponsor a lot of events, help them with whatever we can, Facebook and leveraging social media. Being young comes with its own challenges, but putting out as much educational materials as we can to inform our clients and customers really helps set us apart in that sense. But I know we're going to get into that, and I'm getting a little off track, but that's kind of what we do. So
Awesome.
I love that. Super glad that you're here. I have so many questions for everybody. So I'm super excited to dive into that. We're going to take a quick commercial break. And then on the flip side, we're going to do our segment of What's Up Wylie and see what's going on in the community. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
The Community Difference Wylie is made possible by Jenny Connolly with TC Roofing, Restoration, and Solar. Trust TC to keep you leak-free. Jessica Cooper with Diesel Signs and Displays, the power of advertising. Rynae Calder with Sunray Bookkeeping. Juan Payon with JP Direct Health. Proactive protection, not a reactive solution. Marissa Page with Page Restoration. When the worst happens, let our family take care of yours. Allison Wilson with Community Wealth Advisors, Life Well Planned. Linh Heverly, Realtor with Coldwell Banker Apex. Trust, knowledge, hard work, and results.
The North Texas Community Difference Wylie. Together, we can make the difference.
And now back to the show.
Welcome back. Welcome back. We're super glad. Stay tuned that you're watching, and we're super glad that you're here. So we're going to go into this next segment of What's Up Wylie, and Lynn is going to take the lead. So go for it, Lynn. Tell us what's going on.
Well, as you guys all know, there's a lot of things that are always going on in Wylie. I'm sure everybody knows the Super Bowl is coming up real quick. That's next Sunday. Herman Marshall's having a Super Bowl party. So if you guys don't have anywhere to go, you can go there. Wylie Nutrition, self-care is so important. They have a self-care Saturday, and it's this coming Saturday from 8 to 2. Some of our master networks people are there. Ty's going to be there. Marley from Norwex. Hotworks is going to be there. So if you need some self-care, come check it out. And our own Juan, he's doing a lunch and learn at Napoli's. And if you guys, a lot of small businesses have lots of questions in regards to insurance, he is your guru. So if you have a small business, you're, interested in getting independent type insurance coverage, his lunch and learn is on Valentine's Day. So if you also need a date, he's available. That's from 11:30. So you get there at 11:30 and pretty much order lunch. You don't have to eat if you don't want to, but it's until 1. Boards by B. Our own president has a Galentine's Day, February 9th. You can get on her Facebook page, find out the details on that. And then our very own Wylie Education Foundation has their very epic Boots and Barbecue. That is in March. It is so much fun. If you guys don't know about it, I believe you can find out information on wylieisd.net. So more details about that. I'm not sure if they sold out. Marissa, do you know if they sold out?
I know that it was pretty close to being sold out like a week or 2 ago. So I would be really surprised if it's not sold out.
Yeah,
So
it's a place
like,
to be. Yes.
Yeah.
Very good foundation, good cause. So fun.
Cool. Well, if you didn't get your tickets this year, put it on your calendar for next year, because I didn't realize it sold out like that. So
They sell
that's
fast.
amazing. Yeah. Okay. We'll go ahead and put it on your calendar for next year, so you're aware and you can get in line to buy tickets and everything. So a couple other things is Mike's company is also hiring. So they're looking for crew foremen, tree climbers, and door knockers. And so if you're looking for a job, then give Mike a call. And they're a great company to work for. I've met both Mike and his business partner, AJ. And they're amazing. I am also hiring. So if you're looking for any day or night cleaning, we're hiring strictly part-time. And so just need something extra. You're a mom staying at home, want to do some work while the kiddos are at school. It's great. You can drop the kids off and then you're off in plenty of time to pick them up. You don't miss any of that family time. So give me a call. You can, my information scrolling, but I'd love to have a chat with you. So I am super glad that everyone's here and we've gone through everything for What's Up Wylie, because as we all know, Wylie has plenty of things going on all the time. And so we're going to go into some more about our guests right now. And so we'll kind of go in that same order. We're just going to have this conversation. I want to know what got you into the industry, how you started. Have you always been in the industry? And just a little bit of things that you might think that someone would want to know if they're going to choose to work with you in your business. And so it's a great time to, I don't know, share your heart, your passion, why you're doing what you're doing, and go from there. So Nikki, why don't you take it away? Tell us a little bit more about your amazing business.
I guess I could talk about what got me started. So I used to be a flooring rep, and I think that's where I met Lynn. I was a flooring rep for 10 years for a chain of flooring stores in our market. They had 5 locations, and I was the marketing rep, and I met a lot of realtors. So realtors is kind of where my first customer base was, investors and realtors, and I just loved working with them, and I wanted to find out what was next for me in that realm. So I met a home stager, super long crazy story, but I met him. I thought it was amazing. He ended up moving out of state, packing up his business, moved out of state, and now all these realtors are freaking out. Actually, a Coldwell Banker realtor was the first one that said, "Oh my God, Jason's gone. What do I do?" And I was like, "I can do that." And I had never done it. But I was always doing it already for family and friends for free. So you don't think about what you're already doing that could make you money. And I was literally taking wallpaper down and decorating people's living rooms and charging nothing. And when I found out about this industry, I was like, I think I can do that. So this opportunity came when he moved away. He was the largest company in our area. And when he left, there was such a big void, and it was an opportunity for me. So that's kind of how I got into home staging.
That's amazing. And I personally want to know, like, what was the connection that, because a lot of people are like, how do you end up on HGTV?
Yeah.
So what is that like? How did you get that connection?
So clients of ours, there's a set of twins that we were on a show with, and they called, and we'd been on an HGTV run before. So a lot of times people will come through and they'll say, "Oh, we have this show we want to do," and you'll kind of audition for it, and you'll send in tapes, and they'll come and visit. And we got all our hopes up, and the show didn't happen. It was right before COVID. And they were going to do a show about home staging all across the country, and we were one of 3 companies that were going to be featured, and it was kind of a letdown. And then one of our clients called, and these guys, they're young, they play a lot, and they were just, "Oh yeah, we're going to be on the show, we want you on it." And I thought it was a joke. I really thought it was like they were kidding. And then I got a call from Canada, and I was like, "Is this spam?" And I answered, and it was HGTV. And I freaked out, and that's kind of how that happened. We were on their entire season, and then we ended up being on another show at the same time that summer. Our flooring department was on one episode, and then our staging department was on another. So it has been crazy. All just connections, who you know, your network, all of that is just, it'll just take you places that you just won't believe. So that's how we got on there. I thought it was a joke. I thought it was they were
That is
being
so
funny.
funny. So back when I was 21, and Nikki, you do not remember me, I'm sure, but
I
back
do
when I was
remember you.
21,
I remember your, yes, I do.
really?
I saw that
So
name and I was
I
like,
was an I
Page
was an insurance agent.
Restoration.
So I was an insurance agent, and I had to go out and network like 3 to 5 times a week. That was my job. My boss was like, "You have to go, you have to go." I was independent, and I worked in Dallas, and I went to this like an after hours mixer. That was the first and the last time I went to one of those. That freaked me out. But it was at Sambuca 360 in Plano, and that is where I met you. And so last night when I got the email and it had like all the members or the host on it, I was like, "There's no way she's on here," you know. And I've been friends with her on Facebook for I don't even know years. And
Years.
so I
Yeah.
just thought it was funny that you were on the show, and I've followed you, and I used to work for Leah Slaughter, and her and I have talked about you quite often. So that's just crazy. Small world.
Small
Very
world.
small world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So the
super.
lesson here, if it's a Canadian number, we should answer it because it could be HGTV.
You never
I don't
know.
know how many HGTV things I've missed now because I just keep declining those calls. I mean,
Yep.
You never know. You better answer.
That's funny. That's funny. I love that. So Mike, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself, how you got in the industry, how you met AJ, all of that.
Yeah, so I'm a pretty sociable person, so I like to meet people. Before Aspen, I was actually in ministry and in personal finance. So I did personal finance for about 6 years, and I met AJ and our other partner Tim. Both fantastic. They're some of the best people I know. But I met them when I was in personal finance. They had Aspen, and they were just it was just kind of going at that point. They didn't have any dreams of grandeur with the company, but things started getting interesting in the world. So I thought it'd be a good idea to have some, build some new skills. So I just reached out to them, told them what I was thinking, came on board with them, and it was a really good move. But it's been a lot of fun. So being in ministry and being in personal finance, you're focused on what problems are these people that you're speaking with? What are they going through? What are they trying to solve? And I enjoyed that, but I think what I really enjoy is that moment when it clicked and you knew that you both got somewhere. And so I realized in sales you get the same thing. So it kind of fulfilled that for me. So like I meet some of the most interesting people all over Dallas, Wylie, Rockwall, all over the place. some of the people that I meet should have their own like documentary. That's how interesting some of these people are. It's incredible. So
You should probably have your own documentary.
yeah. Well, I don't know about the title. I think it's already taken. So I think they got a couple movies about it. But if you guys have another name, we'll figure something out. But yeah, for me, it's been I think it's just that moment when you connect with somebody and you see the excitement on their face or the relief that, okay, I'm talking with somebody that knows what they're doing, they care about what I care about, and then getting a call back afterwards. So that's been, it's kind of one of the things that's kept me around. I never thought that I was going to be a tree guy, but lumberjacks are kind of popular, so I guess that works out. I need to get some more flannels.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I've been with Aspen for about 6-7 years total, and it's been a heck of a journey, and I love it. And anybody who's interested in getting in sales, this is a great place to do it because you meet a lot of people. So but I mean that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I want to give everybody else time.
Cool. Well, I do. I want to hear a little bit later also. I think one of the times you did a showcase, you got a little nerdy on us and told us about like actual trees, because being an arborist and like actually you have to actually keep trees healthy. So I think you should tell a little bit later what that process looks like, because I had no idea that was part of it. So you should definitely share about that.
Okay.
Too. So,
absolutely.
But so Robbie, you're next. Go ahead. I know you had some things for chamber too. So go ahead and do that. And then tell us a little bit about your journey. And you're young. So how old does that make you?
So right now I'm 21 and I'll be 22 in March. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I love
it. I guess a few things. So yeah, I mean, I'm very active in the chamber. That honestly, I give a lot of credit to where I'm at today because of the chamber. I mean, they just kind of took me under their wing. I guess a little backstory. So I started when I moved to Texas. I moved to Texas in July of 2021, and I got hired on with a remodeling contractor in Rockwall, actually. And thought, they hired me to be a supervisor there. And I think I worked there just a few months, and it was all about the profit. And as business owners, we get it, right? Profit's super important. However, to me, integrity is more important than profit, right? I'd rather not make as much money, but be known in the community for having integrity, right? And the things they were asking me to do in order to protect their profits, I just was not okay with. And finally, after I think 3 months or so of working with them, I finally just said, hey, look, this isn't working. We can't work together anymore. I'm going to split off and just do my own thing from here. And so what I kind of did is I did split off and decided to start my own business. And from there, I pretty much quit on Friday. And the Wylie Chamber of Commerce, every Wednesday, they host a business card exchange at 8:00 in the morning, every single Wednesday, every single week. So I quit on Friday. Wednesday, I showed up at the Chamber of Commerce for my first event. And so I started going there every single week. And at first, they kind of didn't take me seriously. And me seeing it, there are a lot of contractors that come through. They come 1 week, 2 weeks. They don't get a lot of business, so then they leave. So they kind of treated me like that. And young and a contractor, they're like, we'll see. And finally, after about 6 months, they're like, dang, this kid is not leaving us alone. He's just keeps showing up every single week. And so they finally started taking me a little bit more under their wing. A lot of people started accepting me, giving me calls, and referring me out to their clients as well. And so they've been a big part of that. And they host all kinds of amazing events. So I mentioned the business card exchange they do every Wednesday at 8:00. Every third Thursday of the month, they do a 5:01 professional mixer at 5:01 to 7 p.m. And that time changes, but you can find it at their website, wyliechamber.org. So, and they just host all kinds of events throughout the year. The big one that they do is the Wylie Championship Rodeo, and that's coming up in September. But a lot of cool things that they're doing to help support the community and business owners in that sense. So really grateful for them. And but yeah, I mean, so we started though in the official launch date of Get Her Done Home Remodeling was September of 2021. And so we've kind of been just growing with that ever since, finding new talent to join on our team. We are just a GC company, so I'm the main GC. we have separate crews that we use for our projects. So, you know, when you work with us, you work with me, which is nice. You know, and you know, we've tried to build the company on integrity for one. You know, if we're going to sacrifice the profit to make sure we're upholding our end of the deal, essentially. And I think ultimately that's kind of propelled us forward in our success over the last few years.
100%. I think when a business says that and then they also do it, like you said, if something happens a year later, you're going to go back and take care of the client. That does come out of the business owner's pocket. I mean,
Yes.
that's what that looks like. So many people don't realize that that's what it is. And we do that to make sure that the client's happy and we continue those relationships, because it just takes one person saying, oh, they didn't take care of me, and it'll spread. And so,
Yeah. Well, especially in Wylie, it's such a tight-knit community here. I mean, you know, there's benefits to a small community, but there's also negatives. But one of the benefits and also a negative is it is so small that word gets out, right? And so if it's the right word that goes out, it'll be great.
100%. We can come back to that. We're going to take our next break and then we'll come right back. I have a few questions. Y'all be prepared to ask some questions. I have, like I said, I have plenty, so I could ask questions all day, but I'd love to hear from you guys too. So stay tuned. We're going to take that next commercial break. We'll be back in a second.
And now a word from a few of our amazing sponsors that make the Difference Radio, live stream, and podcast network possible.
JP Direct Health offers affordable health insurance solutions for individuals, families, and small businesses specializing in custom coverages to fit your needs and budget. JP Direct Health offers comprehensive benefits, including PPO health plans, accident and critical illness coverage, dental and vision, health matching accounts, along with telehealth at no cost per call. Call JP Direct Health today to learn more about how we can help you protect your health and your budget.
Do you want your home or office to sparkle? Then call Elite Diamond Cleaning today. From basic cleaning to deep cleaning, and using only the highest quality cleaning products and equipment, your satisfaction is guaranteed. Our team of experienced cleaners will work quickly and efficiently to clean every nook and cranny, taking care of all the details so you don't have to. With a variety of pricing options to fit any budget, you can be sure that you are getting the best possible price. Call Elite Diamond Cleaning today at 214-300-9876 to schedule a free estimate. Your home and office is a diamond. Let us get it out of the dust.
Are you looking for new or more reliable and affordable home services? Look no further than Utility Connect. At Utility Connect, we understand that every customer is different. Thanks to our partnership with The Difference, our free concierge service seamlessly shops all of your utilities and services for your home or business with one easy phone call. So what are you waiting for? Call Utility Connect today and experience the difference. For more information, give us a call at 469-414-2033 or visit us at www.utilityconnect.net/thedifference to learn more.
Are you a business owner looking to grow your company? Get fast, easy financing up to $5 million with no minimum FICO score required. Apply in 60 seconds and get funded in 24 hours. Call Jim Thomas at 214-629-7223 to talk to a financing professional today. Your business's future is waiting. So don't delay. Call now and tell him that you saw him on The Difference.
And now back to the show.
Welcome back, everybody. Super glad that you are watching. We have amazing co-hosts and guests today. Amazing people in our community. If you haven't had a chance to meet any of these people, please reach out. Say, hey, I was watching on the Community Difference. I'd love to grab a cup of coffee with you, hear more about your business, because it is virtual networking. That's why we're here. We have the opportunity to be wherever we need to be. I know Marissa's at her office, and I'm at home where I work from, and we all get that opportunity, but it takes building those relationships. And so give us a call. I'd love to grab coffee with you and get to know you as well if you're watching. So I know, Robbie, you were talking kind of about some of the benefits of being a smaller community and a negative. So I'd love to hear, let's jump right back into that.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I think, it's a small community. It's very tight knit here. I mean, most people I've met here or heard of at least, and I mean, you go into Wylie, it's kind of cool now, 2.5 years later, and I'm sure most of you guys could understand this, but you just walk on Ballard Street and people honk their horn at you, or people come out of a store and they shake your hand, and so like it's pretty interesting being in a smaller community like this, but it definitely is it's nice, right? And trying to live your life in a way and trying to run your business in a way that I think, as one person put it, you don't have to look behind your back when you're walking, right? Like, and you don't have to try to hide and duck around people. It's like, oh, I can't talk to that person, like I don't know what they're gonna do. It's nice. I try to live my life that way, at least. So.
That's very honorable. That's the way I think everyone should. So that's great. We're going to jump into our topic of the month. So if this is your first time watching, we have a topic of the month every month, and there are 4 different shows with 4 different co-hosts. And so we talk this topic all month, and we get different points of views. And so we're going to have just a big conversation. And so the topic of the month is leveraging social media to increase brand awareness and customer engagement in local settings. So we're going to kind of break that down and see what that looks like. And so Nikki, I want to hear from you. What does that really look like for you and your industry, leveraging social media and customer engagement?
So for me, it's kind of twofold, I guess. So we do have a business page, but a lot of our customers are on my personal like Facebook or Instagram. I'm not really good at Instagram, but Facebook is the place because I call myself of a certain age, so that's where my people are. So I have probably my limit 5,000 people on Facebook, but these people I've been connected to for years, since I was selling floors, so they've seen me change careers. And I think that being honest and open about your personal life, and I know people say don't put too much personal stuff on there. I talk about everything on my Facebook, but I've learned that it makes me real to my clients. So I get most of my business from social media because of the things that I post. I recently got married. I say recently, like 7 years ago. But when I was in my single days, I would post about single life, and I would be very honest about it. And I feel like I gained a lot of support from people that were, married people. Everybody wants to support somebody that's going through something in their life. So I think that just being honest about um, who you are and what you're going through on social media can connect with people in ways that you don't know. I get so many inboxes about, oh my gosh, this happened to me, or just some sort of connection. Now, I will tell you that I am a Facebook stalker. If something is happening in your life and I know that I can win your business or get on your good side, I'm going to. So, for example, I had a client that I was begging this lady for business. She was a broker, and she would not give me the time of day. I don't know what it was, but she was just ignoring me. I saw on Facebook, we're of course friends. I saw on Facebook she was having her first grandbaby. I used this opportunity. So I figured out they lived in a small town. It was probably Rowlett or somewhere. I saw that she posted the grandbaby, and they were at the hospital. It was a girl. And I sent a basket to that hospital for this lady. And do you know she started sending me all her business and everybody's business in her office because I used this opportunity. And it's borderline stalker, but it was something that she felt like I cared about her, which I did. I just tried to figure out how can I connect with you. So that was where it was. Like it really made her feel like I cared, which I did, and I really wanted to make sure that she knew that. So that's kind of how I use social media is, being real, connecting with people on a personal level, and making sure that they know that I do care.
Caitlyn, let me jump in on that real quick because
Yes.
I love what Nikki said.
too.
And I don't look at it as stalking. Nikki, I do the same thing. I've been doing it for a long time. I'm always searching for opportunities. Now, those opportunities may not be for me. It may be for Caitlyn, and it may be somebody that's looking for someone to clean her home. But opportunities are abundant on social media if you're plugged in and paying attention.
Absolutely.
And if you're willing to do good things for people, you create more opportunities. So I applaud you for that. I don't look at it as stalking at all. I look at it as opportunistic.
Yeah, it is. And you just have to look for those things. And it doesn't have to be as big as sending something. It could be a note, a lady, a broker from another coal banker. My dad passed away about 5 years ago, and she sent me the most amazing note that her mom wrote to her right before she passed. And she said she sends this letter out to all of her friends that have, experienced loss, and she said you're the first person I've sent this letter to for a dad, and that was so special to me. So just things like that was an opportunity. She wasn't trying to win any business from me. She just wanted to make sure that I knew that she cared. So I love those kind of situations, those connections.
That's great.
It's always the little things that stand out more.
It's the genuine connections but also that's the amazing plus, and you can say minus, of social media. We put a lot out there, and so you can see, not everyone before would know, oh, my daughter's in the hospital, she's having her baby. We wouldn't find out till later, but now you can, and you have the opportunity to love on people and do those things. Or that's a major plus of social media. And so that's a huge thing. I do that too. If I'm have my eyes on a client or someone that I'm wanting to work with, I'll sprinkle love. That's what I call it. So I'm majorly commenting or over engaging that I will set my algorithm to hopefully pop up. So it's pretty powerful way to do it. So Mike, you had a question?
Yeah, for Nikki. So are you gunning to be the new Joanna Gaines? Are you guys moving that direction? If so, let me know, because my dad will be your new #1 fan. So
absolutely. So my goal, everybody's goal, if you're in interior design or in that world, everybody's goal is to be Joanna. That's the goal. That's the ultimate goal. I admire how she took that opportunity and blew it up. She blew that thing out of the water. And I'm just in awe of how they capitalize on just this opportunity, because it could have just stopped at that show. But they have products literally every store you go in. There's a product, there's a magazine, there's something. They got a network. It is blowing my mind but that is definitely the goal. So I am working on products right now with Macy's and just different. And I'm just talking on some shows. I'm not the main person. I'm on several shows, but I'm a supporting role, but I'm not the main character. Now there are some things in development that they're working on stuff now, but as a background person, I'm just trying to capitalize on what I have going on now. But that is definitely where I want to be.
Well, hey, if you're up and coming in that area, my dad is nuts for HGTV and renovating. And he came to visit me in Texas. He's like, so when are we going to go see Still Magnolia or whatever? What is it? The Magnolias?
The Silas.
It blows me away. You when you pull up there, you're going to see license plates from Utah and Nebraska and all kinds. I'm like, in Waco, incredible. Texas.
Waco's real estate is hot.
It is. It's very. They've tripled it, because it
yes.
used to be, you see on the show, oh, we can buy this house for $20,000 and fix it up. Now it's no, you cannot find anything like that.
I will say, as a general contractor, I prefer to be Chip. That's who I aspire to be, not Joanna. So just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, I just want to. I got to.
Chip's the man. He's the goat. Okay,
he is. He really
the guy knows how to throw a hammer. I'll give him that.
He's so funny. I love his personality.
The humor, and just to think that, I know I know we're in Texas, so like don't take this wrong way, but they like built a whole city. I'm sorry, but Waco is pretty much their city.
Yep.
Yes.
Sorry if you're a Baylor fan, but no, if anybody's going to Waco, they're going for them, like to see all of their stuff because they've built it and they have this huge following and they have an amazing foundation. I don't know much about it, but they recognize one business owner a year and do huge grants for them. And so that's their big party once a year. And so they're not only building for themselves, but blessing other entrepreneurs to help them get started. And so, yeah, if I would aspire to be anyone, I could totally see like their amazing influences for social media.
So I've got a question for all of you on this topic, because I think it's really important that we kind of put it all in context. Obviously, they were on HDTV and television, right? But look what their brand building through media did for the city. Now, do you understand where I'm going with this?
Yep.
Yes. Their whole city.
Right. So you put the right people together and you promote the city and you do good things professionally, it builds the city.
Yeah.
That's true.
100%. Yeah. Yeah. And that's what we get to do here, and build the relationships and spotlight those people in the city. And because the one thing that I've learned through all of this is when you spotlight someone else, it always comes back. You know, I would rather shine the spotlight on someone else in that moment of, okay, let them take the glory and everything. And then it'll come back, I mean, fivefold later. And that's just the amazing opportunity if you have that focus. And so again, I can't believe it. It's break time again. So we're going to take a quick break and continue this conversation. So I want to hear from Marissa, Lynn, Rynae, Mike too. And so just a little bit about how we use social media and leverage that. So stay tuned. We'll be back.
The Community Difference Wylie is made possible by Paul Fisher with Certainty Home Lending, Close with Certainty, Brittany Welch with Boards by B. It doesn't get any cheddar than this. Melissa Mancini, owner of Melissa Mancini Photography. Don't let your babies grow up to be JPEGs. Caitlyn Fuessel with Elite Diamond Cleaning. Your house is a diamond, let's get it out of the dust. Angela Tucker with Coldwell Banker Apex, here to help you discover your real estate dreams and build wealth through all stages of life.
And by Tara Padilla with Texan Window Cleaning. Don't let dirty windows be your pane in the glass. The North Texas Community Difference Wylie. Together, we can make the difference.
And now back to the show.
Welcome back, everybody. A big thank you to our sponsors. Those are our other co-hosts who are on the other show. So if you saw a name, you're like, oh, I know them, they're on another week. So definitely pop in and watch them on their week. So we're going to jump right back in. We're talking about the topic of the month, which is leveraging social media and how that increases brand awareness and customer engagement. So I definitely, Marissa, y'all started young. How do y'all use social media? And same, Lynn, with real estate. What does that look like for you guys?
So we did start young. And so sometimes I look at that and I'm like, wait, I'm in my last year of my 20s. Like, I don't feel so young anymore. But Jake is a Facebook stalker. He is not a Facebook doer. So I handle all of our Facebook stuff. And when we first went into business, I was looking at other profiles, and it was just like, womp, 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 like facts here, facts there. You know, it's kind of boring. And when you think about water damage, it's kind of boring. There's nothing fun about it. Nobody's excited to go through it. And so I think it's just really engaging on our professional page, like what it is, you know, when we go in and assess and we do our initial walkthrough, if we have to do extraction, you know, showing the videos of the guys working, showing the videos of all the equipment set up. Jake geeks over that. I mean, I can't tell you how many videos I have on my phone of them walking jobs. And he's like, babe, did you see all the equipment? It looks good, right? We should post it. And I'm like, yes, it looks great. Like, we work it through, you know, so that I really tried to, show you the ins and outs of what's not fun, of what people go through in their homes. But when it comes to the personal side of things, I'm an oversharer. I am an open book. You ask me a question, I will throw it out there for you. I don't have anything to hide. And so my personal page, it's obviously locked down unless we're friends on Facebook, but most of the time when I get friend requests, if I know of you somehow, or, we have quite a bit of mutual friends, I'm going to accept you. And I commingle business with personal. I don't share all of my personal on there just because people are really judgmental, and, I gauge it. So, it's just really about being authentic and being real. Obviously I'm a business owner and I'm in my 20s, and, I don't want people to think like it's just like bukus of money, and we're just swimming. It's not like that. I want people to realize that we are humans and we love what we do, and we do it for a reason. We do it to take care of our community. I want them to see that our why is our children and our relationship. And I want people to see that my husband's like my best friend and the best thing that's ever happened to me. And the reason Page Restoration thrives so well is because, it's him and I as a team, and we put our heart, everything into this. And so I like to share those things. So people see me as a real person, like, sure, I like being recognized that I am, the owner of Page Restoration, but I also want you to see that I am a mom of 3. I'm a normal person, and I go through normal struggles and all these things. So it's just about being authentic, and it's about being yourself. And what you get on Facebook, you get in real life, but in real life, you get quite a bit more, depending on where we're at. If you go out with me, it's a little bit different than what you get on Facebook, but, it is what it is. And I really try to commingle the two, because I am Page Restoration. And, when people call, they're like, "Hey, Paige," and I'm like, "Yep, that's my first name. I'll take it." You're calling me Paige, I'll take it. So, I too am a Facebook stalker. I'm not going to leave my husband with that title as well, but I Facebook stalk because I like being on your mom's, cousins, uncles, sisters, and I like to know what's happening. Why did that happen? It's my downtime. So social media is great for a lot of reasons. So
Yeah. Rynae, what about you? How do you use that in the bookkeeping industry? Do you notice a bunch of engagement on social media? What does that look like?
So in the past, we have done a lot of marketing, and then when I started getting so busy, I had to okay, stop marketing, stop doing the posts, because I just needed to sit back a while. And so the last couple of months, we've really vamped up, and when we're putting together our ideas and our thoughts for what we want to share on and it's with Facebook and Instagram, and then we do Google ads or Google as well. And interesting, I'm finding more on Google right now than I am on my other platforms. So, but my biggest thing is we want to give things of value, things that the business owners can be able to relate to, or they can use, whether it's what are your biggest missed deductions, that you can take, or all of the deadlines that you have, or how to read your financial statements, or why you need to do certain things a certain way. And so everything that we try to do is to give that value. But also, I am on Facebook. I don't post a lot of personal stuff as much as I used to, except for my grandbabies, because who can't, you got to share about your grandbabies, but at the same time we have to be so careful. I have a lot of rules about posting about grandbabies, and you have to. But I think finding those connections with other people who have similar lifestyles, who was it? Someone was talking about, being relatable. And, when you're seeing other posts, and, somebody may be going through something, maybe a hardship, or, something like that. I find that that's where you can make those connections if you've, gone through that same thing. And it's not necessarily about always business, but it's also just about supporting each other. Or if it's another business owner, maybe it's nothing about bookkeeping, but it's, they're having this issue. It's all about supporting. So it's changed for us, but definitely just trying to make those connections and give value.
a big tool. I like how you really hit on bringing value in everything that you have. It's not just about putting whatever out there. That's a really big piece.
Yeah.
So, Mike, what does that look like in the tree service? So, how do y'all use that in sales and just relationships?
Well, when I advertise Magic Mike, I get a lot of hits. I get a lot of attention. No, that's I don't remember how it came up. That's my name in the networking group. So,
I remember how it came up.
You do?
Yes.
So we probably all remember how it came up.
Oh, okay.
Yes. It was a round table. It was a round table game, and we had to say a word that was in relation to our industry, but it had to start with the first letter of your name. And you said Magic Mike.
That was it. That was the easiest one. I had gotten a tip from a guy who's like a master networker, but he said, hey, everybody's the best way to get people to remember you or your business is just to be memorable. Mm-hmm. So that's just what I focused on. But it ties into social media too. I don't know if this is the best analogy, but it's kind of like the same girl, different dress from the kind of marketing that we do, like physically. You guys ever get the mailers in the mail? They're all fancy cardstock. What's the first thing you do with them? Chunk them. That's everybody. And so I'm applying that to social media too. Instead of just posting a picture with some words on it, call us. I didn't tell anybody why they should or why they would want to. So I'm in social media. It's really this is an area that I've really been focused on this year and learning about it, because my wife's the social media genius, but I'm getting there. But I'm really trying to find out who my audience is, who are the people that want what I want, what I'm trying to give them. And so I've been focusing on the things, really just talking about the things that do have the most value. I like how you guys brought that up, because most of the time if people aren't engaging with you, it's just because they haven't seen all the value that you have to offer. And I think sometimes we're a little hesitant to put it out there because maybe we want to save this chunk of value for this ad and that ad. Put it all on. Just put it all out there. But I think leveraging social media, I like what Nikki was talking about. Finding out. I love the Facebook stalker thing. I've always been afraid of them, but I'm learning that that's caring. Like that really does show that you care about people. Everybody wants to be interested, or interesting, and have people interested in them. So I'm interested in finding out the people that want to work with the kind of value that we provide. And so I'm not trying to reach everybody. I'm just trying to find those people. And then those people, what we found is they stay with us the longest, and they talk to the most people. So I want to work. So it's kind of been shifting how I view reaching people. The market is massive, and there could be 100 tree companies in Dallas and there'd still be plenty of work to go around. So I'm not worried about that. I just want to find the people that are looking for what we provide. So does that answer the question?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Very, very good. I think that also ties into Robbie too. So tell us a little bit for you guys. I mean, being a GC, like Mike said, there's a bunch of you guys. So how do you stand out on social media and keep people engaged to you versus moving on to the next guy?
Yeah, for sure. Kind of what I see and learned is less is more. The less time you spend on a post usually means more engagement. And so I don't claim to be an expert on all of this. I can just tell you what our analytics are, which is if I spend an hour and a half building this beautiful Canva, picture, and there's moving parts and everything, and I make everything so perfect and the fonts are great and it's so visually pleasing. And then I go and write this huge, not even huge, but I try to choose my words carefully on the post. And then I post it, I get 2 likes. And it's nothing. And then I go on a job site and I just kind of take out my phone and I just go click, click. And I go, Juan's working on paint today, smiley face. And then it's 15 people like it. And it's and then I go onto the back end and it's okay, well, based on that. And then it's you reached 800,000 people with that one post. And it's well, what the heck, is my time. And so really, I guess what it is, people want to know what you're doing, right? They don't want to see the polished version of your business. And quite frankly, as small business owners, we can't be the polished version, right? We're going to try to stand out. We're going to try to, make our marketing stuff comparable to, corporate America. But the fact is, they have like 5 social media managers posting all the time, putting out all this stuff. You're just a small business owner. Like, people, if they're going to hire you, it's because you're local. It's not because of your polished posts. And so what I found is just go in, take a picture of what you're doing, and just put it out there so people can kind of see, what does the job look like when you're there? What are the steps? People follow our projects all the time. I go in and I say, we're doing demo today. And then we do the plumbing. And I just kind of give them updates as we go. So then they can kind of see, okay, well, if I was to do it, what are the steps that would happen, right? And so people kind of get engaged in that sense. And they also see us in the community. So that's the big thing. We post a lot of our community involvement as well. With all of our chamber stuff. Anytime I'm at a chamber event, I snap a picture and say, hey, look what we're doing in the community. And people they like seeing a company that's in there, and they want to support a company that's pretty active in the community that they're a part of. So
that was really, really great too. So I'm trying to take mental notes because we've talked about a couple of really, really powerful things. Facebook stalking is totally okay. Should use it, definitely. Bringing value whenever you post, so not just posting everything. Marissa talked about also like combining, not just having personal and business. That was a big kind of learning point for me over this past year. And people want to see what you're doing. I agree. I get the most engagement when I post a cleaning before, and I don't do before and afters because nobody likes to put their before dirty house on. No one likes that. But we do afters, and we get so much engagement with those. And so those are really, really great tips. And so if you're just getting into this and you're trying to figure out what to do, go back and listen to this because there's so much knowledge and wisdom from these amazing business owners. So we're going to take our last break, and on the tail end, we're going to hear from Lynn and then go back around, ask some rapid fire questions. So prepare those. Marissa, I'm going to leave you in charge of that. So you're going to be in charge of rapid fire.
Of asking the questions?
Yes, you're going to ask the questions. So start
thinking. Go, Marissa. Woo!
Yep. So stay tuned. We're going to take that last commercial break. Thanks to more of our sponsors. So.
The Community Difference is a new series of shows powered by the Difference Radio live stream and podcast network. This series of shows was designed to highlight the unsung heroes that call our towns and communities home. And we wanted to create a platform that brings awareness to and reminds folks of the goodness that lives within so many of us. By working with the local community leaders, business owners, first responders, veterans, schools, and citizens, we want to unite with a clear and selfless purpose. The Community Difference seeks to spotlight the people, events, and activities that are producing positive outcomes, inspirational stories, and incredible experiences. In a world that is consumed with negative press, media manipulation, and propaganda, The Difference, along with many others who believe and support the difference, understands there is no better way to make the difference than to highlight the unsung heroes that call our towns and communities home. We are currently searching for local communities to be the focus of our shows, but before we can launch a show in your community, we need your help. We need you along with local business leaders, chambers of commerces, major nonprofits, online community group leaders, networking groups, etc. to join us in making the difference in helping your community be seen, be heard, and be remembered. So, if you would like to know how you, your business, school, social media community, church, or your favorite nonprofit organization can be a part of this unique and powerful program, reach out to us today and introduce yourself and let us know how you would like to contribute and bring awareness to the amazing people, places, and events that are making the difference in the community you love. You can call us at 972-866-4596 or email us at info@thedifferenceradio.com.
And now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Welcome back. So, Lynn, go ahead and tell us kind of your thoughts on how you use social media as a realtor. How do you keep engagement and grow brand awareness with that? And then we're going to jump into rapid fire.
Okay, so, well, with social media for realtors, I mean, it's like you have to keep on reminding people that you're a realtor. I mean, there's just so many of us. If we stop posting the houses that we're selling, stop posting our closing at the title sign or whatever at the title companies and things like that, they're like, well, she's not doing business anymore. So I feel like we as realtors have to constantly do that. I try to sprinkle in business with my personal, because real estate is a relationship business. We build relationships, and you work with who you trust and are like you and can understand your situations. I have a mom's group that, that support me a lot, and it's because we have, kids that are alike and things like that. And I have lots of kids in sports. So it's like an 80-20 for me. I use social media mostly, for my personal stuff. I don't get a lot of traction on my business stuff, but I still try to do both and kind of balance that out. So they see me as a real person. I just don't work. I do have a family that I take care of. That is why I work. And those are my whys. And I do it every day because I love the people I get to help and, find their homes and things like that. So that's how I use social media. I mean, I know I've said it over and over many shows before, but that's really
No, that's great. The 80-20 rule is really, really smart. And so that's a huge thing. So we're going to jump into some fun. We're going to do rapid fire. The one rule with rapid fire is you get 1-word answers. There is no explanation. So the question is asked. Marissa's going to ask the question, and then we're just going to go in a circle. Everyone answers, no explanation at all. Okay. So we're going to get through as many as we can. And then we're going to go through, tell everyone again how they can connect with us. And so, yeah, so I'm excited. These are good questions.
Am I calling on somebody?
No, everyone's going to answer. So you'll ask, I'll start, Robbie. We'll just go around in a circle.
Okay, cool. I want to start with, what are your pet peeves?
Just one pet peeve.
First, I'll answer last.
Just one?
Chewing gum loudly.
Yes. Chewing loudly. Yes.
Robbie.
People that go,
let's see. No. I think it's when people bump into you and don't apologize.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Yep.
Lynn, yours was smacking.
Smacking gum, yeah. Chewing gum loudly, just smacking away.
Nikki.
That would be mine too. Smacking food, like smacking food.
Oh.
I think mine is going to be when people don't put their shopping carts up in the parking lots.
You're one of those.
That'll get you on social media.
You can't park and there's a rogue stroller rolling across the parking lot.
Mine is chewing with your mouth wide open. Can't stand it. I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know how to do that.
It's impossible. What is one thing you regret spending money on? Caitlyn.
I don't know. I don't know if I could answer that. I've been pretty happy with all my purchases so far. So, sorry.
Okay. Robbie.
marketing.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Rynae.
Okay.
Couple courses. You know, like training courses that.
Yeah.
Didn't pan out. Yep.
Okay. On that. Lynn.
Zillow leads when I was dumb and stupid into real estate.
That would hurt to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
I paid for my own leads.
Yep.
Nikki.
Mine would be print ads, like in magazines. That's just, nobody reads a magazine anymore.
Yeah. Mike.
It's not really an issue anymore, but I regret spending money on beer because it definitely catches up to you, and so that's kind of a waste of money for the most part.
Yeah.
Nice. I had all this time to think. Probably my last few cars. I don't know. I love my car, so I regret the other ones.
Yeah.
That's
good.
Let's see. There was another question. Oh, who is going to win the Super Bowl?
Got it.
I don't even know who's playing.
Yes, Mike. Yes, Mike. I'm in.
That's right.
I'm in, Mike.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wait, are you
Let's
from
go
Kansas
Chiefs.
City?
I'm with Marissa.
not.
Taylor Swift
I'm
is
from Dallas.
winning.
You're from
But
Dallas.
my
okay.
last name is Hunt. My maiden
Okay.
name is Hunt.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
why.
Hunt.
There you
That's
go.
beautiful. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm from Kansas City originally, so.
Oh, really?
Okay, do we have time for one more?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. This one may be good. What is the stupidest dare you ever agreed to? Come on, Caitlyn.
That's the best one ever, right there.
Yeah, nobody wants to say.
Is this recorded? No, I'm kidding.
Right. No, it's not live or anything. It's fine. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. Sorry, I'm boring. Move on.
Robbie?
In a hypothetical scenario, I would never ever take a dare to drag race through a school parking lot filled with speed bumps in a 97 pickup. I would never do that. No, not me at all.
Never. Yep. Rynae?
Nothing. I cannot. I'm like Caitlyn. I can't think of anything.
We're boring.
Boring.
You guys are boring. What the heck?
Sorry.
Lynn?
Well, I dared someone to streak down the street, but I didn't do it.
College Street?
Lynn's the leader. Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think I've ever done anything in a dare. If it's truth or dare, I probably always told the truth. But I never did anything crazy.
All right, Mike.
Oh, come on, Nikki.
I might have a different definition of stupid, but I'll just go ahead and go with was those big bottle rockets?
Yes.
I was dared to put it in my teeth and light it and let it launch it that way. That was a pretty bad idea. You gotta brush your teeth. It tastes bad. It's hot. So.
But you have a good story now, and you can actually be on a panel. Like that was good.
Yeah, that was scary.
Marissa?
Mine was to ride a bull.
Oh.
I actually rode a bull.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't ride it long. It's almost like I just sat on a bull for a second.
Sit off the bull.
You more have got thrown off the bull.
Yeah, I sat on it for a second. That was about what it was.
So I asked these questions and I suck at answering them because I always pick truth. I never pick dare. I was smart. But I dared somebody to light up a black cat like firecracker thing and throw it into a toilet, and it exploded the toilet. And it flooded their house. Maybe that is where desperation came into play.
It was destiny.
I was not in the making.
Oh,
She was righting her wrongs.
Yes. Yeah. That's absolutely great. So I love that. So we're going to go around one more time, same circle. Tell us again who you are, how people can get a hold of you, and any last thoughts, anything that you think someone would want to know about you. So Robbie, why don't you go first?
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, me, Robbie Ridlin, owner and founder of Get Her Done Home Remodeling. We do anything interior remodeling. Best way to get a hold of me is you can visit our website, getherdonedfw.com. And if under the Contact Us page, there is a form you can fill it out. It has for your name, number, address, and it lets you put in some pictures of what you want us to do. After you submit that form, it redirects you to a Calendly link. You can pick a time to set up a 30-minute phone call with me, and then we'll set up a time to come out and look at the project with you, make sure we're a good fit. So that's the best way to make sure you have a surefire way of getting in touch with me, getting an appointment. You can also just reach me at 945-201-0516.
Awesome.
Super glad that you're here today.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Go, Rynae.
So Rynae Calder with Sunray Bookkeeping. Best way to reach me is through probably my website. I have a contact form. So it's Sunray, SUNRAEBK for bookkeeping.com. So just happy to talk to anybody about monthly bookkeeping, payroll, sales tax, whatever your needs are.
Cool. Mike?
Yeah, I'd say the biggest thing, we're always focused on the plant healthcare. It's kind of like all surgeons are doctors, but not all doctors are surgeons. You can have a tree company come out, trim your tree. They may offer a handful of things, maybe some fertilizing, but we really focus on what's the root problem, what's the root cause. Nobody wants to spend an absorbent amount of money on pruning a sick tree to find out they got to cut it down later. And then nobody wants to cut down a tree that doesn't need to be cut down. So we focus on the sustainability of the trees and keeping them preserved from top to bottom, in and out. So to get a hold of us, you can give me a call at 469-323-1804. You can check us out on our website, aspen-tree-service.com, or you can find us on Facebook, maybe even Instagram, but mostly Facebook.
Cool. Also firewood. If you need firewood, give Mike a call.
We have all the firewood.
A ton. So cool. Nikki, you're next.
Okay. I think I'm gonna do mine a little bit backwards. So something that is interesting, or something I want people to know about me, I am the biggest Texas Rangers fan, and I went to Vegas last week and got a tattoo. So y'all see that? It's the Texas Rangers logo. I am on everything. So we are the Design Quad like 4, on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok. We even have a TikTok, which I don't know anything about. But we're all those places. We are a flat rate home staging company, so everything stays there for one price until the property sells, unlike anybody else in our market. That's kind of why we're so popular, is we own all of our inventory. We don't have to charge any monthly rental fees. So it's $18.95 until the property sells. That's it. So we'll get there next day. We try to get there within 48 hours to if it's an emergency, if they can wait a little bit, we can. We do occupied. So if people live there in their house, then we can come and kind of tell them what to do to get the house ready. And once we're done, they'll be ready for pictures. So we do both occupied and vacant, and they can find us online. Our phone number is 214-647-1779.
Love it. All right, Lynn, Marissa, y'all go quick.
Okay, well, you can find me on Facebook and sometimes Instagram, or the soccer field, basketball courts, and volleyball courts.
Yep. Love it. You're a great mom.
Thanks.
Same, except no courts. You can find us on the internet, pagerestoration.com, Page Restoration on Facebook, Instagram. You can find me, Marissa Page. I'll add you back. I'll message you back. Give me 3 to 4 business days, and I'll get back to you on messages unless it's an emergency. But Page Restoration.
Love it. Again, my name is Caitlyn Fuessel. I'm the owner of Elite Diamond Cleaning. We do residential and commercial cleaning. You can get a hold of me at our website. Feel free to call. That is my number. I will answer. And thank you guys so much for joining us today. This was a great show, a lot of fun, amazing guests. So I look forward to getting to know you guys a little bit more. And yeah, stay tuned. There's another show next week, so listen up. Tara hosts that week, and she's got amazing co-hosts on that show as well. So thanks for watching today. I hope you'll have a great day.
Thank you.
See you guys.
Thank you for watching today's show. If you like today's show, please share, like, and subscribe, and make sure to shop, buy, and hire in Wylie. Special thanks to all the guests, co-hosts, and sponsors of the North Texas Community Difference Wylie.
Thank you for tuning in and watching our show. If you would like to see our next show, or more shows like this one, just click the QR code and go to show schedules, or just follow and subscribe to our channels to get updates and notifications of this show, and many others like it.